Ubuyashiki, you're pathetic, weak, fragile, and I'm going to kill you. I said I'm going to kill you. I said, bitch. Studio Ufotable is once again throwing on their overalls, farmers' hats, and grabbing their stools to once again milk the entire Demon Slayer fan base. Hot off the heels of stretching the Hashira training arc from 12 chapters in the manga to 8 episodes in the anime, Ufotable has announced the Infinity Castle arc in the form of 3 full-length films. And don't get me wrong here, Studio Ufotable has some of the best and most cutting-edge animation in arguably the history of anime. A studio most known for their work on Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, Garden of Sinners, God Eater, and of course, milking the entire Demon Slayer fan base. And they're pulling that udder until it shoots dust. As a reader of manga, specifically Demon Slayer, am I hyped to see Ufotable take it from the manga to the big screen? You can bet your entire ass that I am excited to see it in the theaters. Honestly, I would really take it in seasonal or movie format. The actual context doesn't matter. But I cannot sit here and pretend as if Ufotable isn't milking us like a factory full of cows. They have gotten very comfortable squeezing this franchise for every single drop that it's worth. The end of season 1 came with the announcement of the Mugen Train arc. Again, in movie form. Demon Slayer's first movie. With that being a shorter arc, 13 chapters to be exact, I thought, okay, that's fine. That's not too bad. It makes sense. They can make a movie out of that. That's fair enough. But here's the frustrating part about the movie. The movie premiered in Japan in October 16th of 2020, with rollouts in other countries starting with Hong Kong in November of 2020, all the way to June 2021 in the Netherlands. And of course, part of this is all the things that come with a theoretical release versus a standard seasonal rollout. You have marketing, strategic releases so you avoid competition in local markets, distribution deals of all types, and of course the logistical challenge of actually getting the film in all these areas where the film is going to be shown. And with the movie making a whopping $507 million, who can really blame them? But then, with the release of season 2 of Demon Slayer, that is where the milking of the fan base began. You see, instead of simply diving into the entertainment district arc following the Mugen Train movie, Ufotable decides to release the movie again, except for in a 7-episode format for the first portion of season 2, prolonging access to the entertainment district arc just that much more. And yes, that is absolutely the best arc in Demon Slayer. Despite the grumbling from some fans, we all tune in to the season 2 regardless because it's Demon Slayer and we're going to get this top tier level of animation. The masterclass in animation, action, upping the stakes in that season, while frustrating waiting for it, were absolutely phenomenal. Wasting absolutely no time because there was plenty juice left to squeeze out of this cow, Ufotable announced another theoretical release. But this time, it wasn't so much of a movie, it was the early showing of season 3. Well, I mean, sounds great, right? What could possibly be wrong with just giving a little teaser into the next season of Demon Slayer? That sounds like a great opportunity for the fans. Well, it would have been had the theoretical release not been the last 2 episodes of season 2 mixed in with just the first episode of season 3. Yeah, it was literally just the last 2 episodes of the Entertainment District arc and 1 episode of the Swordsmith Village arc. Like, actually, that's what it was. You see where this is going, right? So we get to the most recent arc in the anime, the Hashira training arc. As I said earlier, this is an 8-episode season stretched out of 12 chapters from the manga. This is as bad as some of the pacing in One Piece, notoriously known for their iconically bad pacing right next to Dragon Ball Z. To put this fully into perspective, the first season of Demon Slayer covered 6 entire arcs. The final selection arc with Tanjiro awakening as a Demon Slayer and getting certified. The Kidnapper's Bog arc, which featured this demon that was on heavy EDP timing. The Asakusa arc, which is basically Muzan's introduction as a villain. The Suzume Mansion, where Tanjiro meets the Boar Man, the sleepy electrician, and fights the former member of the 12 Kizuki, Mount Nanagumo, I hope I'm saying that right, in order to pack up Spider-Man, otherwise known as Lower 5. The Rehabilitation arc, where the boys learn to maintain total concentration breathing constantly. All 6 of those arcs were a total of 53 chapters. Season 1 was able to condense all of those chapters into 26 episodes. If season 1 had followed the pacing of the Hashira training arc, it would have been an additional 9 to 10 episodes. With the announcement of the film trilogy of the Infinity Castle arc, some of us are expecting the conclusion of the Demon Slayer franchise. But can we really be so sure? With the little bit of information we do have about the film trilogy coming out, it's hard to say whether this will be the conclusion or not. And the reason for that is because this isn't the last arc in the manga. Technically, there's one more arc afterwards, and while it does tie in with the Infinity Castle arc, so did the Hashira training arc leading into the Infinity Castle arc itself. So how can we be so sure that a film trilogy titled the Infinity Castle arc is going to end the series when there's still one more arc left to complete? They can easily stretch out that last arc in the manga if they wanted to, just like they stretched out the Hashira training arc. And if history is any indicator, I think they just might. Considering this is by far the biggest series in their entire portfolio, I guess I can see why they're thirsty for the cash. So I guess if they still have content left in the IP and the fans are willing to buy, they're just gonna keep on milking it. And as critical as I've been about the release of the Demon Slayer franchise, I'm gonna be first in line when that movie comes out. The level of skill and craftsmanship that goes into Demon Slayer cannot be understated. So as much as they're milking it, it's worth it. So just like we all are, I'll wait. Maybe a bit frustratingly so, but I will wait for those movies as they come out. And as someone that has read the manga, boy, you are in for a ride with the Infinity Castle arc with the nonstop action that we are all in for here. If you like the video, please leave a like on the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. And as always, thank you for watching to this point in the video, and I will see you on the next one.